Hey there everybody, Tim here. I have for you a video. Kind of awkward, but it's easy. It's coming right from the live stream. So if you watch the live stream, you've already seen this stuff. If you have not seen the live stream, then this kind of will tie you to that and all that such there. What we have here is over the past weekend, I was able to play on the Dragonflight beta. Actually had time to play on it. I got to test out the Incarnates normal mode, which is the raid that's coming out, the very first raid that's coming out with the new Dragonflight expansion. Playing Devastation Evoker, the DPS version of the new class that Blizzard is bringing to us in WoW. And I had a fun time with it. I enjoyed it. The video is just going to be me breaking down each of the boss kills that we had, what I could have been doing different, what I did right, what I did wrong, yada, yada, yada. Just trying to point out the strengths and weaknesses of Devastation Evoker during the raid that I could kind of pick off, maybe pick up some new things just watching it back, and just kind of showing off the raid in general to those who want to see it, and showing off the Evoker gameplay for those who want to see it as well. So sit back, enjoy. If you do like what you're seeing, subscribe, like, all that bullshit that we YouTubers like to have you guys do, and I will see you guys next time. All right, the Primal Council. This is the council fight for this raid. Pretty cool fight. You have an ice guy, you have a lightning girl, you have a fire. I don't know the sex of it. I'm not gonna. A fire person, and then a rock person, ice person, lightning person, fire person, rock person. You have the four elements again, just like we had on Grim Totem. We have a theme of the four elements. Boss is pretty cool. Each of the bosses do different abilities, and based on their abilities that they do, they interact with some of the abilities that the other persons do. So, you know, ice person does a blizzard, and you want to step into some magma to make sure you don't get too many stacks of the blizzard thing, or else you turn into an ice block. Lightning person does a lightning thing on people, and you want to stand next to the pillars that this guy brings up. You know, so it grounds your person so you don't take any more lightning damage. Too many pillars on the ground, you break it with this guy's fire thing that puts magma on the ground. It's freaking wild. It's a pretty cool fight. Really, really cool fight. You want to DPS them down together as much as possible. So that means, I think Ice Wrath is a caster and Stormlash is a caster. These two are more melee. So what you want to do is kick these guys, make sure they kind of group up with the whole group, and then you just kind of cleave them all down. So for this fight, we did a cleavy build, so we didn't have Shattering Star or Focusing Iris. We had Onyx Legacy. And what I will do in the future is probably take off Hoarded Power and do a Lay Waste, put points on the Lay Waste. That way you have a 1 minute Onyx, 1 minute Deep Breath, and then increase its damage by 20%. Deep Breath is a big button. I undervalued that button when I first looked at Evoker. I was like, oh, cool, big breath thing, awesome. It's pretty big. It's pretty sick, actually. So let's take a look at the fight. There's a few things I probably could do different in this fight. Let's take a look at it and break it down and see how the fight looks in general. This isn't supposed to be like a full-on boss guy. This is supposed to be a full-on, you know, thing. This guy was like, oh, are you using, on pull, are you using tip, on breath, or ES? I told him ES. You never want to use... With this, we want... Oh, I was having issues with my keybinds, where I couldn't cast anything, so I had to reload my UI mid-fight. Great beta. But these aren't meant to be boss guides. These are just meant to be, hey, here's the boss, here's what it does, here's what we're doing. And I don't know why we cranked that to 3. I think I lagged or something. There's no way I would want to crank that to 3. We want that at rank 1 fire breath the whole fight. So you can see the pillars. That's the fire thing. You use a fire thing to break some of the pillars, but then it leaves fire on the ground. So there's your enrage timer. It's a fire on the ground. Pretty much that's there. We see how they're all built up here. We want to max out our Eternity Surge, but probably not, because respect to where we need to get to 2 ranks to hit 4 targets. I didn't realize I was expecting that until afterwards. That was the icy thing, so we step into the lava to reset our cooldown on that, so we don't get turned into an icicle. And I don't think we hit anyone with We hit everyone with that fire breath. That's cool. See the lightning, we go to the rock pillar. It's a pretty cool fight. And essentially, I wasn't doing it, but definitely want to hit your interrupt on cooldown just to kind of make sure that they all stay grouped up. And then, and just don't pyre on this fight. I'm not expecting the charge blast. Just don't pyre on the fight. You just crank out Disintegrate, because when Scintillate procs, it hits, from what I've noticed, it hits all 4 targets, or at least 3 of the 4 targets when Scintillation procs on your Disintegrate. So like, just crank the laser beam. But look at the damage profile. Fire breath is doing work, and same with Eternity Blast, because we have that many more people around, which is pretty sick. I do like seeing not Disintegrate at the top. We got lightning and we got ice on that, I think, at the same time. So inadvertent 200 IQ play to Dragon Breath into the fire. I think you want to soak that fire blast. I'm not 100% sure. There's just so much that goes on in this fight. It's just kind of wild. As you can tell, it's just kind of wild. Thankfully the bosses don't have that much health. But there's a lot going on, but it works together, unlike Pantheon or the first ones, where it's just a lot of shit going on that just is kind of like a lot of shit going on for the sake of a lot of shit going on. At least all of this stuff is tied together, you know? The earth ties with the lightning, the fire ties with the earth, the ice ties with the fire. It's really cool. Really cool concept for sure. And overall, I would say for this fight, I would maybe I just got fucked up there by all kinds of shit at the same time. Holy crap. I had a guy walking on top of me with his lightning thing too, so we were both taking damage from that. I think I don't know what actually killed me. I don't know if I checked the recap or not. I wonder if Past Me checked the recap. Past Me check the recap, please. Please. Oh no, it killed me. We ended up killing it, but yeah, this is one of those fights where it's pretty fun. I don't know if I would just watch my own health, I guess, and crank my own self heal, my own Essence Bloom, as much as possible. My skills is on cooldown, but it doesn't really help with magic damage either. It just increases my armor, so nothing my skills would have done there to save me. So just Essence Bloom on cooldown a little bit more to keep myself help keep myself topped off for the healers. My trinket I noticed was on cooldown for a little bit too long, so definitely crank trinkets on cooldown, especially paired up with Fire Breath or Eternity Surge or Disintegrate. I don't know if I was spec'd. It looks like I was actually spec'd in the Shattering Star, so I wouldn't want to use that on this fight. So, yeah, let's see what dropped. Leather Shouldies. I think I ended up getting this trinket. Let's take a look at this trinket. Let's pause. I actually won this trinket. Succumb to the Icon's Whisper. Become infused with Frost, increasing your critical strike by 482. Fighting alongside allies who are infused with the Earth of Fire has a chance to grant you half their infusion stats for 12 seconds. So, it kind of works like the trinkets out of Castle Nathria. I can't remember the name of them right now. The Stone Legion trinket that gave Verse, and the trinket off of the Nathrius that gave I think crit. Kind of works like that, but you gotta pair it with someone who has earth or fire. So if there's other people that have frost, it won't work, but there's other people that have earth or fire in your, I'm not sure if it's party or raid group, it'll have a chance to give you their stats. So this one gives crit. Theirs would give me half of their infusion stats for 12 seconds. So I assume there's like haste, and I assume there's a mastery one. I haven't looked at them, but it's a really cool trinket, really cool concept for the trinket. And this one gives leech as well, which is always big for a swishy ass fucking class like an evoker. But that is the Council of Elements, or what's their official name? Let's check. The Primalist Council. That's their name. So really cool fight. Really just positioning and stuff like that is key for evokers. And I'll get better with my positioning as I do the